evening, everyone. 10 p.m. on the East Coast. We've been going strong here on CWS's inaugural Giving Day for the last 12 hours. Mary Catherine, how are you?
Ooh, I would be exhausted, but I'm so energized by all the people that we've been talking to and all of the donations that have been coming in all day. Just really makes me feel enlivened and excited about the work ahead of us with this great foundation that we're building today.
Well,
How about
we
you?
are. Oh, I'm feeling great. I think next year we have we can do this for 24 hours straight. I think we got it for a full day. Let's double the amount we raised this year. Let's double the amount of time we're connecting with our communities. But I am so grateful to everyone tuning in now and to all of our supporters, volunteers, staff, advocates, crop walkers, volunteers, and anyone who supports us in any capacity, anyone who has given thus far today. Still time to give. The evening marches on, so you can still support CWS, support our emergency response fund. Your gift is still doubled. Right now, we're doing a great job. We have a little bit more work to do. So thank you. What a day it has been. We've welcomed some great guests. We've connected to some wonderful people, and we are just so thankful, so appreciative to everyone who has supported us today and who give to CWS throughout the year. So just a big thank you from the bottom of all of our hearts. So very grateful. Mary Catherine, do we want to show our, I can say thank you, you can say thank you. Do we want to show this thank you video on behalf, that features some of our global leaders?
That would be great. Hopefully our amazing behind the scenes puppet guy, Adam, can show that movie for us.
If you're able to show it, Adam, show it now, and then we can close with it too. But
thank you for your support, and I invite you to join Church World Service in all the things that we do.
Thank you. Dios. Thank you.
Cảm ơn.
Tante Sana.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gracias.
There you go, short and sweet. We would now like to welcome a very special part of our team. He's out on the West Coast. Amir Khan, why don't you come on and join us?
Hi, good evening to you guys. Thank you for having me today. I really appreciate that.
Thank you for being our final guest in what has been a really special day for us. We thank you for taking the time out and joining us here in the evening. Amir, you're a valued part of our staff, of our engagement team. But can you share a little bit with us about your life before joining CWS, if you don't mind?
Definitely. Thank you for having me, Chris and Mary Catherine. I really appreciate it. In the back, Adam, for sure, for helping us. Before I joined CWS, I used to work for different nonprofits at different capacity in Afghanistan and as well in the US, which prepared me to work for CWS because I believe CWS is one of the greatest organization that I have ever worked. It is very mission driven, and everybody is really here making a difference here in the US and around the world. I really appreciate that.
Absolutely. And can you tell us a little bit about what you currently do for the organization, who you're connecting to?
Yep. Currently, I work as a community engagement specialist right here in California, but I also have crop hunger walks in Colorado, Washington. I have one in Idaho, and as well one in New Mexico, which is a big, which is a what we do is definitely is making changes in the US as well, and as well at the abroad, which is I'm overseeing a few crop hunger walks, raising funds both at the community level, which is crop hunger walks are community-based events. It's been around for 55 years. This year we are celebrating the 55 years of Crop Hunger Walk and raising thousands of dollars and helping our neighbors in the US and as well at those around the world.
That's fantastic. You know, over the last couple of weeks here leading up to this Giving Day, we've featured some stories of our Crop Hunger Walk leaders and supporters, and they're so very inspirational. We're so grateful to them for allowing us to do the work that we do, for standing by our side, and for being collaborators with us. Can you explain to us a little bit more about what a crop hunger walk is for maybe somebody who is learning about these great events for the first time?
Definitely, Chris. Crop Hunger Walk as we first hold it in 1969, I believe, in North Dakota. We are excessive grains were given to post-World War II in Europe and as well Middle East, where the farmers they gave their donated their grains to after the post-World War to the hungry neighbors in Europe and as well in the Asia, and that actually became a traditional. The crop bank is expanded, and we are the oldest crop. We are the oldest walk in the United States. So that being said, right now we have around 500 walks across the nation, raising. It's a community-based event, so we have around 500 walks that raising millions of dollars. Last year it was around over $6 million that we raised, and 25% of that money stays in our local community, and 75% support the general CWS work around the globe, which is crop hunger walk is something that what CWS is. Let me tell you this: what CWS is that is it is really amazing. Everything is tied to the mission, right? Our mission is we are fighting hunger, poverty, disaster, and displacement. So, which is crop hunger walk. We are fighting hunger, right? We are raising money to feed our neighbors, and also the rest goes to neighboring countries. It goes to Asia. It goes to even right here in South America, Guatemala. We help, right? Kenya, the beehives that we have over there, and as well that in Tana County, that recently our staff was there supporting, distributed a lot of food down there, which is back tied to tied to our mission, which is something that has been along for a long time, and thanks to our generous donor and supporters that they have been supporting us for many years, for decades, which is really amazing. In the crop hunger walks that I go, sometimes I meet leaders that they have been the crop hunger walk leader for 45 years, for 50 years. So which is amazing. When I hear their stories, they tell me, they show me pictures, and that shows only not the sense of giving, but it shows a sense of community being. It shows a sense of community, a sense of belonging, and sense of generosity. You know that the United States people are very famous around the world in sense of giving. We are still supporting, and we are sending millions of dollars. If it's going to non-profits or it's going to the government, we are still supporting our neighbors, our friends around the world.
You speak very well about all of the crop hunger walks. You know the history and the impact better than a lot of folks, and you're fairly new on our team. And I'm just going to tell on you that we found out after we hired Amir that he took his interview for the job at the same time his wife was having a baby. That's how committed you were to being a part of CWS. Well, we didn't know that at the time. We learned it afterwards, but it definitely shows your commitment. Everyone that has met you, Amir, has just been thrilled with the support that you've given them. So those crop hunger walkers and the congregations that are working with you, they're really lucky, and they're very proud of you. You said you before CWS, you have worked with lots of other nonprofits, and you've really committed your life to service and to serving others, working here and back in Afghanistan. In all of your, and would you say you love CWS? What, in your opinion, what makes Church World Service unique? What makes us different from other nonprofits that you've either worked in or seen?
What really makes Church World Service unique is, like I said, is that all the work that we do is mission driven. And everybody at the CWS is mission driven. And that what we do is it makes different around the world that we can sometimes even say. I gave an example. So I have friends that they are from a province in Afghanistan. It's called Herat province. In Afghanistan, in southern Afghanistan, there was an earthquake. I believe that was in October 7, 2022. So that destroyed around 2,000 homes. So our partner, Community World Service Asia, they went to that district. It's called Zindajan district. They went to there, they surveyed, and they found around 100 vulnerable families. They distributed 110, right? So that was part of that. That is what we do. That is what makes us unique. We are going to the places that a lot of other nonprofits they don't go, or it is difficult for them to go. We go there, the areas we touch the areas that are untouchable, and people usually it's really difficult for other nonprofits to go because we have road in the communities knows us around the world. And anywhere you go and you ask about the CWS, they says if they don't know anything about the CWS, and if you say crop anger walk, they know where Church World Service is. So that makes us unique. And everything goes back to our mission to fight anger, poverty, disaster, and displacement. So everything goes back to our mission. That is an holistic approach, and that makes us different compared to any other organization.
That's great. What you're saying is so true. And what we heard earlier today from Jeff and from Rick, our CEO, that the two things you just said, that we go where no one else is going, the most remote, that if it weren't for CWS, no one would be there, and that we are guided and buttressed by our mission, that value of ending just and sustainable responses to hunger and poverty, displacement, and disaster. Thank you. You said it extremely well. So you are very powerful with your words. What would you like to say to all of our donors who support Church World Service, whether it's through their Crop Hunger Walk or through today's campaign with the Giving Day? Is there anything that you would like to say to them?
Our donors are the bedrocks of our organizations. They are the core member of our teams. If their donors are not here, we wouldn't be able to extend our generosity around the world. So it is our donors that that they know our mission, that what we do, they know our works make difference around the world and people life. That is why our donors, they keep continue to be our long-time donors. So for our donors, I just say thank you very much from bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it with the sincere gratitude. And if any crop hunger walk I go, I really thank them, each and every one of them, because their donations makes the difference, and their donations enable us to do our work, what we do right here in the United States around the world.
100%. Yes. We can't do it without all of you. Amir, you said it perfectly. All of the programs that are so great that we've talked about today, they can't happen if we don't have supporters like all of you who donate your time, who volunteer, who give your treasure. We have so many wonderful donors who are, like Amir said, the bedrock of our work. So today's Giving Day is a day for us to say thank you for giving, and to encourage those of you who've been on the fence to step up and be a part of this great movement. I know that we offered to folks, if they had any questions for Amir, that they are welcome to put them in the comments. I haven't had a chance to scan through. Let me just look real quick. Most folks are just saying hello and welcome to you.
Amir, I'll ask you a question. what inspires you to do the work that you do, to keep, motivating donors to give, to attend our crop walks and talk to communities? What inspires you? What inspires your generosity?
At a very young age, when thank you, Chris, that is an amazing question. At a very young age, if you remember, post 9/11, when the U.S. intervened in Afghanistan, we were in the central Afghanistan. We were blocked, and there was we had no food. And then anybody can see that video in Afghanistan. They can see that we had no food. When the U.S. came, they blocked that blockage, and then the tracks after tracks, it comes food. Through WFP, through many of organization, I'm pretty sure Church World Service was part of that. So they brought food for us, and then they distributed in the village. And we asked them, "Are these foods are for free?" I asked my dad and my mom. They said, "Yes, these foods are for free." So, that meal, we can't forget that meal. That meal is, I still remember every time when I eat, I share that story with my wife, I share that story with my kids, I share that story with my friends, that was a non-profit organization that they touched us. And since then, I said that I'm going to be part of this. I want to give back, and I want to be going to do the same thing what they do. What do at the non-profit level organization, what we do is sometimes it has been overlooked by sometimes it is getting overlooked that this is all well what the non-profits are doing. But sometimes we don't even see what the donations are making, what difference they are making around the world. So that actually, a lot of people, they survived. They had the food. We learn English. There was English classes, and they provided even literacy courses, computer courses. So that was part of that inspired me to continue working for nonprofits, and I continue work with nonprofits since then. My first time I started working with nonprofit was 2004. I started working with nonprofits since
Mm.
2004, and in 2008 I joined with I work with a non-profit organization. It's called like Catholic Relief Service. Over there, they touched me. There were people that I never knew them, but they trained me to learn English, computer, and all that. So that is what right now. CWS is doing with the refugees. That is what we do here in the US right now, right? A lot of refugees, when they come here, they get touched. That is part of the displacement, right? That is still tied back to our mission. So we support those who are displaced. We don't only just support those who goes angry. So I mean, what we do is, Chris, it really is something that inspires me, and it keeps me weak at night. And I don't feel like it's day, it's night, it's 8 hours job. I don't feel that. I always feel that how can we can do extra to support one more person, one more extra person.
It's beautiful. Well, one of our folks wrote in and asked, "What's your favorite part of your job?"
Wow, that is a great question. Thanks, John. My favorite part of the job is that I'm meeting leaders that they have compassion for many, many years, compassion of giving for many, many years. I hear stories that inspire me. With them, I meet crop and walks leaders. I meet leaders like you, and I meet other leaders in the in the districts that without this job I wouldn't be able to meet them. Without this job I wouldn't have access to them. But right now I have access to the leaders, that anyone that I can contact, and I can talk about our work, and also I get to learn what they do. And what is really ironic is about that, when I go sometimes to the congregation or churches that I speak about the crop hunger walk, and sometimes they ask me to go, if it is possible, to please speak with our kids, please speak with our youth. So they gave me that opportunity that I go share my personal story of coming from Afghanistan here as an immigrant, and now right now being able to work one of the most famous international organization. That is the story of, but that is the American dream, and that is what I wanted to pass it on to youth, and those who want to be successful. They really can be successful. So I also go speak with the youth, and with the kids, share about the crop hunger walk, share about the history of CWS, and share what the donations are check. And also, when I meet them, I print the history of change. I summarize our history of change, and I distribute it to them so they can see what CWS is doing. That means that their grandfather donation, their grandmother donation, their dad's donation are making a difference somewhere in the United States and as well around the world, so they can see what their donations are doing.
That's great. Yeah, and you said working with those leaders. Those leaders are amazing. They are. So, I mean, the three of us here, we get to do this great work, but we're also paid. And these volunteers do all this amazing work just out of the goodness of their heart. And we have a comment from Laura Lupton, who's one of our walk coordinators, and she said it's a greater honor to organize a local crop hunger walk. And Laura was on one of our webinars earlier in the Giving Day prep, and she said she was great. Talked about she was CWS, and you all are CWS. It's not just the three of us who have the lapel pin and the business card, but all of you who are tirelessly working, those wonderful leaders that Amir you get to work with. You are what propels us forward. So today is your day as well. Lots of great comments coming in for you, Amir. A lot of folks who know you that have tuned in tonight that are saying how happy they are to have you on the team. And yeah, you're a wonderful addition to the Church World Service family here. We'll see some more of those comments. Great. So thank you. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we wrap up and talk about some of the next things happening? Amir, do you have anything else you'd like to say to the folks on the call?
For sure. One last thing, I would like to thank you everyone that watching this video and who are going to watch after the video ended. Also, thank you very much for all our donors. Like you said, that these are our donors that most of them didn't even get paid, but giving is encouraged to any religion. Any religion we study, any religion, in all the religions are giving back is recommended, and it's only part of the most of the religion missions that everyone should give back. Thank you very much, everybody that is supporting Church World Service for 7-8 years. Today is our CWS birthday, and I want to say happy birthday, CWS. Also, those who supporting us, please continue supporting. Our mission is not done. We are having more troubles in the world than we were founded. So I understand that there's right now a compassion project, compassion fatigue. Everybody says that, okay, there is one disaster after another disaster, but this is that after World War II, this is that this country is not making, this country is not making. Every country is we are gonna make out of it. We are gonna come positive. We're gonna support as many as we can. So let us continue giving. And you don't have to always give money. You can support. You can volunteer in a walk. You can volunteer somewhere. Just support, distribute food. You can support. Just post about the work that we do. That is gonna generate more people. We are just we just don't look for donation. We look for sense of community, and we just working for community building. That is what CWS is about.
That's great. Yeah. So yeah, we need all hands on deck. They're the world's problems. Some of the world's worst crises facing our world are the same crises that we're addressing at Church World Service. So whatever keeps you up at night, whatever issue is of deep concern for you, there's a place for you to make a difference at Church World Service. And today, especially, we have about an hour and a half left on the East Coast and longer out where Amir is. So in honor of Amir, we're going to make sure you're all keep giving today for our Giving Day. All the funds that we raise today will support our emergency response fund. And so that is a critical fund that allows us to be there within moments of a crisis to provide food and shelter. Like Amir was talking about in that region in Afghanistan, tents, when everything had been destroyed, to be able to support our neighbors here and around the world when they're facing some of their darkest hours. So thank you so much for all of you who give today for Giving Day and support that emergency response fund. We'll put the link. I see the link is in the chat, so you can go there and make a gift. And just know that how grateful we are that all of you have been a part of this amazing 78-year legacy. It's been so great. And we've raised a lot. I don't know, Chris, do you know how much we've raised so far?
Yeah, well, I have really good news, MC. Right shortly before we came on, we received a very significant stock gift that when you factor in that still part of the match. It puts us over our $100,000 goal. So $75,000 is right now showing on our site. Gifts made throughout the day, and those gifts matched. But the stock gift was over $15,000. So that puts us over our goal, and we'll share the exact amount tomorrow with our supporters and on that Giving Day website. You certainly still give to the day. It still supports our emergency response fund, but we're so grateful to that significant anonymous donor who supported us so very generously with a gift of stock. It's also a reminder that our supporters can give through stock, through donor advised funds, and so many other ways outside of a cash gift. But again, just so very thankful. We made it to 10:30 Eastern. We surpassed our goal. Was made possible through the generosity of so many. A lot of people to thank on this day, our donors first and foremost, but I think that our staff, our extended staff team really went above and beyond on this day. Our fundraising staff team, our FDM team, and our regional offices, our local offices, our executive leadership team gave or pledged to this event at 100%. So, so thankful to so many. I think it is the start of many more giving days for CWS to come. And we are really, really grateful to everybody who's part of this wonderful community. So thank you to you all watching, giving, and who are part of this great team. Mary Catherine, anything else to add?
No, just that's fantastic. I'm thrilled that we hit our goal. It was a goal, not a maximum. So I know that Amir is still texting his leaders and his folks out on in the Pacific time zone, and we don't want to let our folks out there know that we want them to keep pushing forward. There's a great work ahead. 78 years behind us, but we hope there's going to be at least 78 years ahead of us. A lot of work to be done, but together we can do it. Amir, thank you so much for staying up late with us and helping us wrap up the day, and for your commitment, and all of you who have joined us. A lot of you I see on the stream have been with us all day long. So thank you so much.
Very grateful. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. We'll leave you with that wonderful thank you video one more time, Adam, if you don't mind showing that. And so grateful, this first ever CWS Giving Day. Thank you. Thank you.
Success. Yay! Yeah.
Thank you for your support, and I invite you to join Church World Service in all the things that we do.
Thank you. Dios. Thank you.
Cảm ơn. Tante Sana.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gracias.